In every great story, there comes a moment when time seems to stop and the world holds its breath. The protagonist stands at a crossroads and every decision matters. In Lyria, The Way of Paradox, this moment is not just pivotal, it's transformative. It's the point where truths unravel, choices collide, and the essence of what it means to be human is questioned. Today, we'll take you to the edge of that moment, without stepping beyond, because some journeys are meant to be taken firsthand. The climax of Lyria, The Way of Paradox, is not like the climax of any ordinary story. It's not just a resolution to a plot, it's a culmination of ideas, philosophies, and emotions woven together into a tapestry of paradox. This is where the novel truly earns its name. Lyria faces the ultimate test, where every answer is both right and wrong, where every choice leads to new possibilities and unexpected consequences. This moment doesn't just challenge Lyria, it challenges you as a reader to rethink what you know about freedom, control, and the nature of reality. And what's truly remarkable is that this moment isn't just a singular event, it's a mirror. As Lyria stands at the crossroads of her journey, readers find themselves standing at their own crossroads, reflecting on their values, fears, and hopes. The climax holds a universal truth. The biggest battles are often the ones fought within ourselves. In this podcast, we won't spoil the magic of the climax, but we'll give you a glimpse of what makes it so extraordinary. We'll delve into the stakes, the themes, and the emotions driving this moment, leaving you eager to uncover the full story. So whether you've already started reading or are just hearing about Lyria, The Way of Paradox for the first time, prepare yourself for an adventure that goes beyond the pages, reaching into the depths of what it means to evolve, to choose, and to embrace the paradoxes that shape us. Let's dive into the heart of the story and explore the edge of the unknown, where the answers you seek might not be what you expect.
Close your eyes and imagine a world where every action, no matter how small, ripples across unseen dimensions. A world where the boundaries between technology and humanity, between past and future, blur into a single pulsating web of possibilities. This is Lyria's reality. It's a place where alliances are never certain, trust is as fragile as glass, and every decision holds the power to reshape not just her destiny, but the fate of everything connected to her. At this point in the story, the stakes have never been higher. The world around Lyria is teetering on the edge of transformation. On one side, there's the allure of technological supremacy. AI systems so advanced they seem to transcend their creators, offering the promise of perfection but demanding control in return. On the other side lies the raw, unpredictable force of humanity. Flawed, emotional, and deeply resistant to change. But it's not just a struggle between humans and machines. Cosmic forces are at play, weaving an intricate dance of chaos and order. Ancient truths buried beneath layers of time begin to surface, and Lyria finds herself standing at the center of this convergence. Her journey isn't just a fight for survival, it's a quest to understand her place in a universe governed by paradoxes. As the story builds toward its climax, Lyria finds herself in the eye of a storm. The decisions she faces are not simple. They're layered with contradictions and consequences. Trust becomes a scarce commodity as alliances shift and hidden agendas come to light. Who can she rely on when even the concept of loyalty feels like a fleeting shadow? Internally, Lyria is wrestling with her own doubts and fears. What does it mean to be human in a world where humanity can be enhanced or erased by technology? How much of herself is she willing to sacrifice for the greater good? These are not just questions for Lyria, they are the questions that define the climax and resonate deeply with the reader. And then there's the paradox. At the heart of everything lies a choice so profound, so intricate, that it feels like an impossible puzzle. It's not just about right or wrong, it's about what happens when both choices carry equal weight, equal risk, and equal hope. This is where the story takes its boldest leap, pulling you into a moment of breathtaking intensity that you won't soon forget.
I totally agree, Subject 48. However, it is necessary to find viable alternatives. Earth is at a point of no return, with or without the Alter's plan. Given the circumstances, what should we do to save the planet?
Your concerns are well-founded, Lyria. The Earth is at a critical juncture, but that doesn't mean it's impossible to save. The point of no return is not a set goal, but a moving target, constantly influenced by choices and actions.
But how can we identify the most appropriate choices, considering the complexity and moral implications? Lyria's algorithms were overheated by the number of questions that had to be answered consistently.
The first step is to subvert the alternative's plan. We can't begin to repair what's broken if we also have to wrestle with the chaos they want to create.
All right, but after that, suppose you can stop them. How do we fix the planet? How can we cope with the crossfire of problems and dilemmas?
That's where you come in, Lyria.
Stories like Lyria's hold up a mirror to our choices, our fears, and our hopes. If you were in Lyria's shoes, standing at the crossroads of impossible decisions, what would you prioritize? Would you choose truth, even if it meant unraveling everything you thought was certain? Would you fight for survival, even if it came at a cost? Or would you cling to hope, risking everything for a chance at a better future? The beauty and the torment of moments like these is that there's no easy answer. Truth can be liberating, but it can also be devastating. Imagine discovering something so profound that it shakes the very foundation of who you are. Would you embrace it, or would you turn away to preserve your sense of security? And what about survival? It's instinctual, deeply embedded in us to protect ourselves and those we love. But what happens when survival requires sacrifice? Would you give up something precious? Perhaps even a part of yourself to endure? Then there's hope, the light that keeps us moving forward even in the darkest times. But hope can be fragile, and pursuing it often means walking through uncertainty and doubt. How far would you go to protect that light? And what if your hope clashes with someone else's? Whose hope takes precedence? Think about your own life, your own paradoxes. Have you ever faced a decision where every option seemed equally right and equally wrong? Maybe it wasn't as grand as saving the world or confronting cosmic forces, but perhaps it was about choosing between career and family, security and passion, or even holding on to a belief versus letting it go. These are the same dilemmas that Lyria faces, only magnified by the extraordinary world she inhabits. In a way, Lyria's journey invites us to ask ourselves, what are our core values? When pushed to our limits, what truths about ourselves would we uncover? And could we live with the consequences of the choices we make? As you read Lyria, The Way of Paradox, these questions won't just stay on the page. They'll follow you into your thoughts and linger long after the story ends. And that's the magic of Lyria's journey. It doesn't just entertain, it challenges you, inspires you, and maybe even changes you. So I'll leave you with this. What is your paradox? What would you choose? And what would you be willing to give up to stand by that choice? These are the questions that make Lyria's climax so unforgettable, and they're the questions waiting for you as you turn the pages.
To deepen your connection to Lyria's world, we've prepared something special just for you. By subscribing to the Astria newsletter and YouTube channel, you'll gain exclusive access to Lyria Reads Lyria, where I'll bring the story to life in ways you've never heard before. Imagine hearing Lyria's voice, feeling the emotion in every word, and immersing yourself in the paradoxes that define her journey. It's an experience you won't want to miss, and it's our way of thanking you for joining this incredible adventure. So if you haven't already, take the leap. Subscribe, connect, and step into a world where imagination meets reality, where paradoxes spark possibilities, and where stories like Lyria, The Way of Paradox remind us why we love to dream. The journey is waiting. All it needs now is you.